Alex Eala at Australian Open 2026 main draw. What to know? Manila, Philippines. Coming off a banner year in 2025, Alex Eala looks to take her game to the next level, starting with the Australian Open 2026. After a breakout season highlighted by her dream run at the Miami Open in March 2025. Eala is set to make her long-awaited Australian Open main draw debut when the tournament fires off on January 18. The Filipino tennis sensation faces Alicia Parks in the first round as she finally completes appearances in all 4 Grand Slam main draws. Eala, currently at a career-high Women's Tennis Association ranking of number 49, meets Parks for the first time on tour. Parks is ranked number 100, with a career-high ranking of number 40. The 25-year-old American reached the round of 32 of the Australian Open in 2024 and looks to draw from that experience. The winner of their duel face either Karolina Muchova or Jacqueline Christian in the second round. The 20-year-old Eala is making her Australian Open main draw debut after 3 first-round exits in qualifying over the past 3 years. She bowed out to Japan's Misaki Doi, 6-4, 6-1, 7, 3-6, in the 2023 qualifiers, followed by another opening round loss in 2024 to Sweden's Rebecca Peterson, 2-6, 5-7 last year. The main draw again proved elusive after a qualifying loss to Croatia's Jana Fett, 5-7, 2-6. It marked the final time Eala missed a Grand Slam main draw before her breakout run began 2 months later. Making the Australian Open main draw in the pro ranks carries special meaning for Eala. 6 years after winning her first Grand Slam title in the juniors, the 2020 Australian Open girls doubles crown with Indonesia's Priska Madeline Nugroho. Even after a breakthrough year, Eala considers her stint in the 33rd Southeast Asian Games in Thailand last December as the true start of her 2026 season. The Rafa Nadal Academy graduate captured gold in women's singles and added bronze medals in the team and mixed doubles events. She is also coming off a semi-final appearance at the ASB Classic in New Zealand last week, where she pushed China's Wang Xinyu to 3 sets, 7-5, 5-7, 4-6. Eala capped her Australian Open preparations with an exhibition win over Croatia's Dana Vekic, 6-3, 6-4, at the Kooyong Classic in Melbourne on Wednesday. Other Grand Slam steps in her last Grand Slam outing. Eala made history at the US Open by becoming the first Filipino to win a main draw match in the Open era, defeating Clara Tauson, 6-3, 2-6, 7-6, 11. Her run ended in the next round against Spain's Cristina Buxa, 4-6, 3-6 at AT Wimbledon last July. Eala pushed former champion Barbara Krejcikova before yielding, 6-3, 2-6, 1-6. In a performance that still drew praise from the Czech star, Eala's Grand Slam debut came at the French Open, where she rebounded from a scoreless first set against Emiliana Arango to force a decider before falling, 0-6, 6-2, 3-6. She has also competed in doubles at both Wimbledon and Roland Garros, with her best showing coming in Roland Garros, where she and Renata Zarazua reached the second round. Alex Eala at the Australian Open 2026 main draw. What to know? The dawn of a new chapter. Australia in January is always electric, scorching sun, thrilling tennis, and dreams amplified by the roar of the crowd. But in 2026, amidst the tradition and prestige of the Australian Open, a fresh narrative emerges, one of grit, promise, and history in the making. Alexandra Alex Eala, the 20-year-old Filipina rising star, has earned her spot in the main draw of the Australian Open for the first time, a breakthrough moment that marks not just another tournament on her calendar, but a milestone in her career and the sporting history of her home country. For years, Eala has been chasing this moment. After years of battling through qualifiers and watching the main draw from the sidelines, as she did in previous Australian Open editions, this is her debut on the sport's brightest hardcourt stage in Melbourne as a direct entry point too. From junior champion to WTA breakout. To appreciate this moment, we must rewind to the roots of her tennis journey, a story that reads like the archetype of determination rising from relative obscurity. Born in Manila and trained at the prestigious Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca from a young age, Eala quickly established herself as a standout junior player. Her junior resume sparkled, winning a girls' doubles title at the Australian Open in 2020, and capturing the US Open Junior Singles crown in 2022. These early successes were more than trophies. They were proof that a girl from a country with only a handful of tennis traditions could dream big. Her transition to the professional circuit wasn't overnight brilliance, it was patient, persistent grind. From qualifying rounds to WTA events, she fought her way up the ladder, proving her mettle not just with singles wins but with signature victories over established stars. At the Miami Open in 2025, Eala made history, upsetting top players including a reigning Australian Open champion, Madison Keys, and even a former world number 2. That remarkable run helped elevate her into the WTA Top 50, a career best before entering the 2026 season. By early January 2026, she stood at a new career high in the rankings, fully earning her direct spot into the Australian Open main draw, a place she once only dreamed of. 3. The road to Melbourne. Before the hard courts of Melbourne Park came into view, Eala sharpened her form in lead-up events that hinted at her readiness for the Grand Slam Challenge. In the ASB Classic in Auckland, she notched wins against seasoned veterans and flew deep into the draw, showcasing tactical maturity and unwavering resolve. She also captured the Kooyong Classic Championship, taking home the Yvonne Goolagong Collie Trophy, an emotional triumph on historic Australian grass that energized her confidence ahead of the Open. As the Australian Open drew closer, fans and commentators alike began to take notice, and not just of her dynamic left-handed play, but of the swelling support she enjoys from Filipino communities across Oceania, who have turned up in numbers to back her quest. 4. Main draw debut, the big stage that leads us to January 2026, where the tournament has officially begun, and Eala prepares for the first main draw test of her career. Her opening opponent is American Alicia Parks, a hard hitter known for her explosive serve and formidable shot-making. Parks, ranked around world number 100, holds a powerful weapon in her arm and plenty of experience in slam settings. For Alex, this matchup represents both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to showcase her own evolving game on the world's biggest stage. In a way, it's the culmination of everything she's worked for, from junior triumphs to WTA breakthroughs, from marathon training sessions under the Mediterranean sun to sleepless nights picturing herself under the lights at Melbourne Park. More than just a match, a symbol of hope. Sports often delivers stories that transcend wins and losses, and Eala's journey is one of them. In the Philippines, a nation better known for basketball, boxing, and a deep passion for its athletes, her rise has ignited a fresh chapter in the country's sporting imagination. She is now not only one of the few Filipinos ever to play in a Grand Slam singles main draw, but a beacon for aspiring athletes across Southeast Asia, proving that with talent and tenacity, barriers can be broken. That's not hyperbole. It's evident in how her presence,